Good morning to everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Rolando's here. Kieran's always here. Rolando's always here. Oh, right. Just an impromptu. I wanted to do this last night. I thought I'll do it tomorrow. I get onto YouTube and it's just everybody's live streaming at some point, and it's trying to fit these in. I'm going to mix things up. I'm going to do the Ectomobile probably later on today. You can see it just there. So we're sponsored by Irn-Bru today. Check that. I don't know why you got to scan that, but if you want. It's snowing. It's snowing out there. Wait for my camera to slow down. The thing is, I'm uploading Knight Rider for tonight, 7 o'clock. Knight Rider. Issue 66. It's down there. You can see it. Look. Spoilers. It works. Right. So what we're going to do? We're going to talk about the vintage Star Wars values, and we're going to go through every figure. Every figure. And we're just going to talk a little bit about each figure. So I'll add that now. We'll get that done. I want to get out of here. I want to get this done. Get out of here. It's just going to be a little podcast typey thing. Talking of podcasts, I've got my time slot for Celebration. So if you come in Celebration, come watch me. I think what they did last time, they had like a few chairs out and they had like a little, it wasn't a stage as such, it was just a little bit of the room. So hopefully if it's like that again, I'm going to have to talk for about an hour on whatever I want. Vintage Star Wars, obviously. I like how they've put Toy Historian in my name. Wow, that chat jumped. Bloody hell. Right. Bonjour. Happy snow day, yeah. Yeah, it kind of stopped about 10 o'clock this morning, didn't it? Not that I knew. Steve. There's Dave. I don't know if it's the snow that's affecting the chat. It's just all over the place at the moment. It snowed here in Manchester too, not unexpected. Yeah. Yeah, we're all day yesterday. It was snowing. And then it's kind of stayed with us, and it's sunny now, so I don't think it'll stay for long. It'll probably start raining and I'll go to slush, won't it? Duffman? Yeah, get all your links in. Everybody to subscribe to each other. We are here to talk about vintage Star Wars today, and we're going to go through the latest values. Whether you agree with these or not, it is the Star Wars tracker. I'll put a link in the description, I think, if you want the Star Wars tracker. It is one of the things I do use quite a lot, to be honest with you. It keeps me up to date to the current values of everything vintage Star Wars. Everything. I mean, everything. Vehicles, coins, play sets. Not just the figures. But we're talking about the figures today. So we're going to go through our alphabetical order. And yes, it is Forlom. So we've got 21B. I just sent one of those out to Pete, I think. Yeah. So £25, which this doesn't give you a rundown of whether it's gone up or down. But it gives you the valuable rank for 2023. So it's gone up a bit, I think. The thing this is with this is the average price, but I think this is with the weapon, with the accessory. Hey, Chris. Bit of snoring in East Yorkshire this morning. All gone now. No, it's all stall. Where I live in Morley, I live on top of a hill, so obviously we always get the worst of it, which I don't mind. I mean, most of the time I don't mind. I mean, I'm not doing anything, so that's the good thing about it. So, right. Forlom, £20, £21. Yeah, just about average. So we're going to go through all these. Most of these are going to be about average. The rank is it's just under average. 88 has gone right down. 2023, right down. So it's giving you a rank of 129 figures. Obviously not the 96. There's 129. There's variants, and there's I think there's droids and Ewoks in this as well. So I should be able to put it in. I don't know if I can put it in. No, I can't. If I could put it in value, going up value wise, but there we go. It doesn't matter. You can see where they're going. I mean, the A-wing pilot, just because of his blaster, really. I do. No, I've got his blaster. I think I've got his blaster. There's two black blasters I need, so it could be his and the Imperial Gunner. I think it is. But yeah, it's quite high up. It's one of the most valuable figures at the moment. £242 is quite a lot, though, isn't it? So Attack Commander is at 16, down at 34. Attack Driver is even lower at 21. The ATST Driver is rising again with that blaster. I think I do have that. That is a blue blaster, not a black one. So that is number 75. Admiral Akbar is down at 22. Yeah. That is one of the most common. Where do you get job lots? That is one of the most common ones to get. A man, obviously, he's up there. He's way up there. 220, which is that has risen. That has actually risen quite a bit. Usually about 150, 160. So that's risen quite a bit. So it's 116 out of 129. So what do you think is 129? That's Hot Toy money. Yeah. I mean, people say the Hot Toys are expensive. People say vintage is expensive. The thing is, the story of me getting these last 17. I didn't get enough for much. Just got to be patient. That's what I keep saying. Anakin is 46. So he's gone up a bit. He has gone up a bit. He's always around about the £13 mark. So he's gone up. He's gone up to 24 now. That surprises me. It doesn't really surprise me. It is one of the highest. It is the highest of the regular figures, I think. £421. I paid £250 for mine about 3 years ago, I'd like to say. I hope it is, mate. I hope it is. If I know you messaged me this morning because you want some advice on collecting vintage Star Wars, and that's what I'm always here for. Check my videos. I always try to help people, and I'm always here for if you need any help, just message me. But get this tracker app. It's $30 for the year, but I do have a code. I don't know if it still works. TSW-25. I'll put that in the. I think that still works. If not, message me and I'll message him. So that's like $25. So that's about 20 quid. It's about 20 quid for the year. But the money you save, knowing the current price for each figure, if you are collecting, it's not just figures though. Like I said, I will show at the end of it. It's not just figures. There's loose figures, carded figures. So yeah, that is probably one of my favorite figures. I love that. That is one of the first I did buy when I started collecting them again. That figure, it means a lot to me. So we've got Solid Dome, which has gone down 18. I wish I could find a bloody a good Solid Dome R2 for that price. Still at 47 though. It's funny how Sensor Scope R2 is more expensive. I would have thought those are more common than the original ones. So that's more valuable. The Sensor Scope is more valuable than the Solid Dome. I'm not so sure about that, but Tommy said, "Oh, you're toss about the value. I just keep up with the stuff." Yeah, but if you're collecting them, you do care about the value. You do. If this is it, if you collect, this is if you're starting to collect them, you need to know how much you need to pay for each one. This is what I always say: if you're starting collecting anything, do your research. Buy a book. The Action Force. I've got a book coming. I had to borrow a book. I had to research and do everything I needed to do before I started getting Action Force. I preempted it a bit because I started doing the videos. So I researched it quite a bit then. I also researched it for my videos anyway. But like I'm thinking about Real Ghostbusters now. Now I don't know if there's a book out there, but I'm researching the price of I have a few loose ones, but I want to start collecting that again. There's all sorts of collecting. I was looking at the Topps cards as well. I've never been bothered, never had any of the Topps cards, and I just had a fancy. Oh, Santa! Hello! You're early. I mean, you got the snow. Is it because it's snowing? So, what are the ranks and how do you work? How does that work? So, what are the ranks and how does that work? You mean these ranks? This is availability. Availability in 2023 is you can get it. You can pretty much get it. It's easy to get, and that's the rank for lifetime. So it's always been easy to get. That I say that is more common than the original. The valuable rank for 2023 is gone up from the lifetime one, so it has gone up. So you can see that's gone up, whereas the solid dome has gone down. But if you get the app, it's totally different. It gives you the app is a lot better. I'm having to do with this on the website simply just to share it. If you've got the app, it's so much better. It's so much better. The B-wing is obviously not as valuable as the A-wing. Where have we gone? Have we lost? Oh, there's the A-wing. Obviously, yeah, availability rank on that is pretty hard to get. It's hard to get with the blaster. This is complete. So going back to the B-wing, it's about the same. It's gone up a bit. It looks like it's gone down pretty much, and that is mainly due to the blaster. You can find the figure anyway. It's due to the blaster. Dyslexic. Accumulation of toy knowledge values is also helpful, and thanks to people like, oh, thank you, mate. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, as I say, I will be on the podcast stage at Celebration. I do have my time slot now, Friday at 5 o'clock. So if you're going to Celebration, please come and say hello and listen to me waffle on about. I think I'm going to talk. Well, I'm going to talk about vintage Star Wars, obviously, but I think I'm going to be talking about the variants. I'm going to take my Red Bar R5 down there. I'm going to take me Luke. I am in the process of getting. If anybody's got any Bespin layers spare, please send me them or let me know how much you want for them. I'll swap with other figures. I need as many as I can because that's the next video. That's my next variant video. I bought one. I want a one. They're all Polar necks though. I want one with the naked neck. That's what I need, and I need all the different CEOs. The thing is, I've already done a variant video on the Bespin layer. I keep saying Luke, Bespin layer, because that is the most variant. The most variant, is that right? The most variants of any figure is the Bespin layer. Get my number. Hey, I'm going to clip that. I am going to clip that. Santa Claus gets all his so much from me. Hey, I'm going to put that on DVD on the extras. Certainly would have been crackerjack. Right, so Barada is one of the last 17, obviously. You know about what the last 17 is, don't you? You got the first 12, you got the Empire, you got the Jedi, and then the last 17, which in America was Power of the Force, and in the UK was the Tri-Logo. Well, obviously there was different Tri-Logos, but we call it the last 17. Some people call it the last 15. They admit 2 Ewoks, so there's 4 Ewoks in the last 17. They've got Barada, you got a Man, Yak Face. This is on top of my head. Bill Gunner, Luke, Endor. Oh, go on. I'm going to have to look. No, EV99. Anyway, the list goes on. The list goes on. So yeah, Barada is one of them. The availability has gone down. So that 92, I think I got mine for 75. I like to say, and the staff is the same staff as Yak Face. But if you got a Yak Face, you don't really need the staff because it didn't come with the staff in the UK, but it did come with the staff in the US. So I do have one with mine because I got when I got the job lot from the charity shop where I got that box that was £150 worth of Star Wars stuff. There was one in there, so I used it for my Yak Face. So Barada. Valuable. It's on there. So it's in the. It's number 100. It's 100. So it's in the top ranks. DT Saber Luke, you will never ever see one of those. Trust me. Look at that. Availability 1, 2. Valuability is the top one. It is the top one this year. It wasn't last year for some reason. That's interesting. This year, obviously, DT Saberlook, you will never, ever, ever, ever find one. You want to go with a grey hair or a white hair, Ben Kenobi or Obi-Wan, as he hasn't gone for a long time. Variant heavy figure, yes, very, very. There's tiny, easy losable little guns that pushes up the price. It certainly is. I am still looking for a. The thing is, I've got that Bespin Leia coming now. I'm looking for a cape for her, but I do have the blue blaster that's with Leia Organa, so I do need the black one because it's there. It's down there somewhere, but I'll just have to buy another one because I'm not moving everything just to find that. Yeah, so it is. It's not the figures at all. The figures, there's millions and millions made of these figures. So it should be. The thing is, they should have a section where it's just the weapons. And that is something I will do. I will do a video on the price of the weapons. I might do it at Celebration, actually. The figures can be 10 a penny and millions. Yes, exactly. I didn't read that before I said it, but yeah. So Ben Kenobi. Valuable rank has gone up. Yes, it has gone up. The grey hair. I do have I think I've got. I did have both. I don't know what I did with the other one. I did have both. So I am kind of looking for the variants as well. I mean, I wasn't looking for a Red Bar R5. I mean, well, I was, but I wasn't, and I found one. So yeah, I'm kind of looking. I mean, the small head hand, I went and looked for them because I never had one. I wanted one. I never thought I'd get a Red Bar R5, and I was so lucky to get that. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and find out where I don't know if that's grey hair or white hair because it's very. I mean, you can tell you can tell that's white, but when you're looking at that and you don't see that, you think, oh, that's grey. But yeah, it's quite hard to spot. But it's a minor difference. But again, that's probably another video to make. Yeah, the value has gone up, shot up. It's still not hard to find. So it's the grey hair one that's the harder to find. And it's just in front of. Is that right? That. So I don't get that. That's the grey hair. It's harder to find. But the white hair is more valuable. I don't know. So the Bespin guards, this gets me as well. These aren't variants. They're just different figures. They're 2 different figures. Eric. I know you do. I've seen you before, mate. Right, so yeah, what I was saying is I do need an upgrade on the white Bespin guard, simply because the gold piping always disappears, and it's not rub. It's not. It's paint. It's the paint that is. The thing is, the black Bespin guard, the gold is almost always there, but the white one, it's gone. It's always gone. So trying to find, this doesn't get. This isn't right. This can't be right. That's 23 and that's 17. I don't believe that at all. That's gone. Why has that gone down in price? That must be. There must be a lot of. That's probably what it is. That's probably why it's not. It's least valuable because there's no piping on it. That's more valuable because the piping is always there. But the availability rank is. It's about the same, isn't it? It's about the same. The price is quite different. It's really strange. Really strange. Oh, got a few bits of chat. Jason, good afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon now, isn't it? Yeah. I am a jammy devil. Never seen one outside photos. No, me neither. I now have one. No, that's that. It's not being. Well, it's a bit. It is a bit bad luck, isn't it? But it's looking at things. It's finding things and knowing people that are out there that are looking for things for you as well. Do your networking. Get networking. That's what you need. Ish, talking about networking, he's on our WhatsApp group. If you want to join our WhatsApp group, please send your numbers over. You can join the community. We have a really good community over there that finds things for each other. And we just have a bit of a laugh, really. Uncle Albert. Yes, that's it. That's another video I could do about looking at job blocks. I might do that tonight if you want. We can have a look together tonight. I feel like I want to do a lot of live stream. I just feel like I need to do something. I'm going to do the Lego. I think I'll do the next bag on the Lego today as well. Check you out on Whatnot tonight. Oh, put your link in, mate. Get it in. Get that link in. We want to watch that. Definitely. 9 Eastern. Oh, that's. I might be up. I might still be up. No, not 96, mate. It's 129. How are you doing, John, anyway? How are you doing? 129, mate. So, Bib, yeah, valuable. He's gone. Yeah, not valuable at all. £15. Biker Scout. He's gone up a bit, slightly. Availability, it's always available, isn't it? 26. Blue Snag, yeah, they've got two here. We've got no dent or with dent or no dent. Valuable is 121, 121. Availability is 20 at the moment, and 25. So you can get the dent one easier than the no dent, apparently. So try and go. I always wanted to get. I mean, I'd want one. I'd want one anyway, but I try and get one without a dent. So we've got. I'd never heard of this Bob A. Fett. I'd never heard of him. Never heard of him. Pipe and the guards wear off. You just glance at them. Yeah, it's the paint. It must be the paint. That's all I can think of. It stays on the black one, but the white ones it disappears. Trying to find one. Yes, sanitize and whatnot. Yes, I'm going to try and stay up for that. I had D4 on search yesterday. You don't, because if anybody knows about it, you're obviously going to be paying over through the nose. Just look for Millennium Falcons. Look for the description. Read the description. Don't look at the pictures. Read the descriptions. That's my suggestion. Yep, 129. Good day, Mr. Lobot. Boba Job Fett. Yeah, right. Let's talk about Bobby Fett. Obviously, there's different variants. There's attached. I'm not saying they're not variants. They're different factories, different countries. You got the I prefer the Taiwan one to the Hong Kong one, but I have a Hong Kong one. I got rid of my Taiwan one and I kept my Hong Kong one because it's mint. It was better than my Taiwan one. So I will be looking for a Taiwan one, but obviously I would like a tri-logo version as well. Trying to find one of those, right? in a job lot is quite easy. Well, I'm saying easy. The availability rank is 8th. It's 8th out of 229, and the valuable is 110. 190. It's gone up slightly. Yeah, there you go. It's gone up slightly. Used to get them about 140, 150. So 190 quid. I'd be tempted at that if I could find one of those for 190, especially with the correct blaster as well. You've got to get the correct blaster. But 45 for Boba Fett is about right. The Taiwan one's probably a bit more. I'd say about £15 more. I mean, you can disagree with me if you want. Argue with me if you want. That's just my opinion. It's gone up in value. It's gone up quite a bit in 2023. I don't know why that is. It always goes up Fed tax, doesn't it? And look at the availability. It's always been available. Again, don't pay a lot for them because there are millions of them out there. Just make sure you've got a good one with a good non-repro blaster. Bosk is 15. His value's gone right down. Yeah, it's also been available. Chewy again. I would say Bosk is more valuable than Chewy because the amount of Chewies you find, the amount, and I mean, look at the availability lifetime compared with Bosk, yeah, but it's still worth more. Chief Chirper, don't bother. Lots looks at lots, yeah. I've heard EV99 is hard to get without the arms broken off. It's impossible to get with the arms broken off because that's how it comes. That's how they all come. They never stayed on. Get out of the box. Even if sometimes you've got them on card and the arms have fallen off. The arms do not stay on. Sometimes the legs either. I mean, mine's in my Jabba's Palace. I will not touch it. Will not touch it. It's very rare I touch it because the arms just fall off. And that's how they come. That's how the quality control back then was end of the line. We don't care. Even though they said they cared, they didn't care. At that point, they didn't. They knew it was the ship was sinking, and they didn't bother. So yeah, you can see what we got in the last 17. So they wasn't really bothered. Black White Garda variant, or the separate figures. Separate figures. These are loose. You can search for mocks as well, but I tend to look at loose because that's what I collect. I've only got one mock figure, and that's what I was gifted. That's on the wall there, the Admiral Akbar. Still, I mean, the bubble is knackered, but it's still on the cart, so I will not. I'm not getting rid of that. I was gifted that, so that's staying there. Oh, your Boba's a mile away. Oh, you're talking. You're saying I'm jammy. Oh, wow. I'd be very interested in that, yeah. There was a point where I was going to get all the mailawares, but I saw Boba Fett. No, there's no point. I've got all the adverts. I've got the adverts. Chief Chirper, yeah, £15. I've got one of those in my cabinet. I'm selling all my stuff in my cabinet. So is anybody's interested in any of the figures, let me know. I might just sell them as a job lot, to be honest with you. So I'm bringing all the stuff at the end of this month. I've given notice. So I'm pulling out the cabinet. Cloud Car Pilot, just to do with that little communicator. That is the hardest thing to find in all of Star Wars. A legit one. You think it's the little pilot blaster, it's the Princess Leia blaster. It's not, it's that communicator. Availability is quite low because of that, and the value has gone up a bit to 81. Darth Vader, we've got Darth Vader and Darth Vader DT again, don't bother. Valuable 129. So that's why is that? I don't understand that. So that's wrong. That's wrong. So it's gone from the most valuable figure down to the to the least valuable. I think that's meant to be up there still. Availability is non-existent. Non-existent in 2023. Non-available whatsoever. But normal Darth Vader's, obviously, that was my first figure. And the value is 71. It's quite valuable. Probably due to the lightsaber. And the availability is one of the highest. So it's one of the easiest. But the thing is, you've got your cape and you've got your saber. And then your paintwork and things like that. Dropped my UV99 2 years ago. All good. Toy mail to a cheese. Oh, a cheesecake factory. What? Not done your order yet. No. That's why we're going in alphabetical order. We're only on D, so I've been doing half an hour. I need to get on with it. Love toy mail and cheesecake. Yeah, no order yet. Stephen, do you think that it's good investing in figures now before the new trilogy film comes out and prices strike again? They will always be high. As you can see, they're still going up. They do fluctuate. They go up and down. But it is funny that, like, when Carrie Fisher died, Princess Leia figure went shot through the roof. It fluctuates like that. Like you said, with movies coming out, yes, there is talk, rumours, and they're going to be talking about it at Celebration, so I need to be there. They're going to talk about a new series on deepfaking Luke, Leia, and Han. And hopefully it's going to be after Return of the Jedi, straight after. There's a rumour that that's going to happen. So your Luke, Leia, and Han's probably go up. Maybe Chewie as well. Yeah, R2. They'll all be there, won't they? So yeah, R2D2 is probably your best figure. R5D4 as well. After The Mandalorian this week, probably we need to. I don't know if this is updated since then. Probably not. Probably next week. So we'll check on that next week. If the R5D4 has shot in value, I know mine has. So yeah, it does fluctuate. The prices do fluctuate. I just grabbed a little white box that came in. And do you not got the white box then? Oh, I'm not bothered then. Yeah, separate figures. So what's so good about the other Vader? It's a DT saber, double telescoping lightsaber. You'll never find one. You might get a Luke. I am still looking for a double telescoping Luke. It's the lightsaber when it first came out. Had an extra little bit that came out. You know, it comes out. It telescopes. It comes out of his arm, doesn't it? It telescopes out. I'll get a figure and show you, but then there's another bit that comes out of that, and it's so fragile. There's very few left. The figure looks same, but they say it's double telescoping. It's a very rare thing. Very, very rare thing. You all right, Stephen? And Gamma Guard. Oh yes, I love that. I love that card. And it's one of those that's probably going to be the first that the glue goes off and falls off, isn't it? Yeah, I had one of those and I sold it. I wish I hadn't done. Probably good general to always invest in vintage Star Wars because the bubble isn't going to burst anytime soon. It's not. You're gonna have a good 20 years of it. It moves. Yeah, as you can see there, that lightsaber there comes out of his arm, but he's got that tip there. But with this one, it obviously comes out, but that bit there comes out as well. So it extends further on that one. That's why it's so expensive. So we've got the Death Squad Commander. Quickly go through these now. 22. Death Star Droid. That's quite. That I think this is low in value because of how many bad ones that are there. That deteriorates more than probably any other figure. The paintwork, and it always goes loose. Yeah, it always loses the paintwork. Trying to find one of those that's in really good condition. I've got one. I was lucky. I got one. The first one I had to put plumbing tape on the limbs just to make it stand up. I think I put sellotape on its bum as well, just so it would stand up. They're really bad. That's probably why it's so low in value, because there's a lot that are knackered. It's available. I mean, look at the availability to the value. Yeah. So Dengar is £10. Is one of the lowest. I don't like Dengar. We've got the Trash Monster, which I've never had. I think I've seen one a couple of times. Maybe that's one of the things I do have to look for. 72 on the valuable. Availability is 32 as well, so it's not that available. EV99, look how oh yeah, the legs are always bent and the arms always fall off, and the jaw, you got to be careful of the jaw. Just don't play with it, basically. Yeah, the value is up to 110 out of 129, and the availability is quite low as well. It's gone down. It's actually gone up in price a bit. So £204 is about right for an EV. Emperor's 15. Emperor's Royal Guard 25. You got 2 cloaks with that and the force pike. So yeah, that's probably why that's so high. I'm saying high. It's not that high. Is it 25? FX7. Oh, poor FX7. Again, that's probably due to this arm being always broken off or whatever, and it's very available but not very valuable at £10. Gamorrean Guard. We love the Gamorrean Guard. I do have a carded. I'm saying I don't have a carded Gamorrean Guard. I have a carded Friar Tuck, which is the same figure. Let me go back to the chat. What is a DT figure and why they're so expensive? As I said, the Red Dog. It's just an extra bit that comes out the lightsaber. The middle bit, the bit that comes out first is hollow, and then there's another little bit of plastic that comes out, so it extends. The lightsaber extends further, and if you find one of those, keep it. You're going to be a collector, not a stockbroker. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. That's a good point. That's a good point. I'm only showing these. I'm not showing these to sell. I'm showing these to buy. Buy. Don't sell. You know me, I buy and sell, but I will not sell those. I might sell them for content one day. Once I get the full lot, it might be one of those things that I send to Vectis just for the content, just to show how to sell at an auction. I mean, I could use something else, I know, but I like the thrill of the chase. So I like, once I've got them, I'm thinking, well, what do I collect next? I'm already thinking what I'm collecting next. I mean, I've got one carded figure to find. And I really don't want to go and find it, because then I'll think I've got nothing to find. But I am thinking about what to get next. So Shadows of the Empire, I'm thinking. I love it when someone is kind enough to share toy knowledge. Oh, thank you, mate. I love talking about it, you know I do. Never seen Trash Monster. I've seen one a couple of times. I've seen one. Usually encased in plastic, unfortunately. But you know. The thing is, they're hard to display because they don't stand up, do they? Never seen that monster, don't know what it is. It's from the Death Star. It's the Kenner Death Star. It's, you know, in the trash compactor. It goes in there. It comes from that. So it is classed as a figure, funnily enough. Sergeant Slaughter. I don't know what the hell I was doing there, but there we go. Full force. The chat's jumped. Everybody's saying hello. Cat, hello. The arms break off the F. Yeah. Don't try and swivel it. It does swivel, but it is stuck. I think it's not meant to swivel. I think it was never meant to swivel. I never ever tried to swivel mine. That's probably why it's not broken. Yep. So, like, hey, JJ's here as well. Oh, yes, full force. Right, Gamorrean Guard, 15. General Merdine, 15. I was watching Froggy Flips. Anybody watch Froggy Flips? He went to a toy store on a video yesterday, and the guy in the shop brought this big tray out full of vintage Star Wars stuff. Oh, and he had this he must have had about 50 General Made in staffs. That's where they all are. I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh. Greedo, 23. About average. Middle of the road is Greedo, innit? Always good. Hammerhead, obviously. Greedo's more expensive than Hammerhead. What kind of world do we live in? Han Solo best spin, 20. Hoth is 16. Depends which kind of legs you've got, I suppose. Han Solo large head and small head. Right, I have just put my small head, my spare small head Han on eBay, and I put it up for £20, and I've put a best off. I sent a best offer at 15. I think I said I was going to put it at 12, but I saw the other price and thought, I'll put it for a bit more. I'm not bothered. It's a spare. I do have big head and small head in the cabinet. One of the few variants I do have. And I went out and got the small head because I'd never had a small head. I've also had a big head. No, Han. So valuable on the normal. I'd say normal. See, the small head was first, and then we got the large head. 63. And the value on the small head is a lot higher at 76. So we've got about a £4 difference, but it depends what you feel like. I think that's too small and that's too big. But there we go. One or the other. Every saying hello. Don't swivel it. Yeah, lifeless. Is it classed as a figure? It doesn't have a POA. Is Salacious come for the Jabba's playset a figure? Yes, he is. Yes, he is a figure. Jabba's a figure. The playset, it does say Jabba the Hutt playset on the box, but the playset is the throne. Jabba's a figure. It's probably not on here though. Jabba's a figure. The whole thing is classed as a playset, but Jabba's a figure. Salacious is a figure as well. Don't let Romy him say that. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't have any POA. He doesn't. Yeah, I know, but I don't know if it could be classed as a creature. I think Jabba's classed as a creature. I think it's classed as a playset on here. You got Tauntaun, and you've got the Wampa, and you've got the Dewback. They're all creatures, and the Rancor. Slices tail mode. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Trash Monster. Yeah. It's classed as a figure. Yeah, I know it could be classed as a beast. It could be classed as an accessory, but it's like the Han Solo Carbonite. Carbonite is an accessory. Han Solo is a figure, but £155. Oh my god, the availability of that's gone down quite a lot this year. It's gone up a bit, but I got mine 2 years ago for £65. Just be patient. Like I keep saying, be patient. Don't go out and buy these. Just rush out because there are thousands of them. If you miss out on one, don't be pissed off. Just wait. There will be another one. So you got Han Solo in trench coat. It's 35 now. I mean, there are two different variations of that, but they're not on here. Obviously, there's trench coat lapels. Slice's tail doesn't want glued in. Okay. Also, everyone's method. I just know. No, water trick. No. Don't ever use the water trick. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. Just get used to it. Just buy yourself. Don't buy Repro, but buy yourself a lot of Repro. Just a one big job bottle Repro of everyone, and then just get used to watch Repro. And then when you get the real thing, you'll know. I know. Because I have to know for my job. But just to look, so that's why eBay is difficult, because to look, you cannot tell. You've got to have it in your hand. The plastic, you got to feel the plastic. You look for the EPM Max. Go to I want a vintage variant then. Imperial Gunnery. Go to Imperial Gunnery. They will show you all the fake ones. I mean, to have them in hand, you can tell. Just get used to it. That's the best way. Research, like I say about collecting. Just do your research. Do your research. If you're serious about it, do it, and just get used to handling a legitimate weapon, as opposed, and then you'll find out, you'll realize after a while. It's taken me a while. There are certain people that, I mean, there's a lot more people better equipped than me to know about these things. So if you are really in doubt, just send it to somebody that knows, or take it to a Comic-Con, take it to a Echo Base, take it somewhere where you know somebody that knows what they're doing, and they'll check it for you. And they will. I've done it myself. I've taken a bag, and they just look at it and say, yeah, no, and they know straight away, simply because the plastic is the first thing. But then you've got to have it in your hand, so you get the eBay's out the window. So that's a long answer to that. The float test is not. Don't ever do the float test. There's a drop test. The drop test is pretty good because of the plastic. The float test is a load of shit, I'm telling you. LED light's pretty good as well. Yeah. You just get used to it. Can I just say, there's nothing wrong with having Rebel weapons in your collection? Yeah, no. If you want them, no one has the right to tell you how to collect. Yes, true. That is something I want to talk about next week on the Coffee and Waffle. Is that a good name? Do you think that's a good name? Yeah, I want to talk about that. The collecting rules. There's no rule book. There's no fucking rule book. I'm telling you. You collect whatever makes you happy. I do not collect repro weapons, but that's my choice. If you want to get them, that's up to you. That's up to you. I will just say though, sometimes you're paying more for repro weapons than normal ones. Just saying. IG88, which get on board with IG88. I'm telling you, just get on board. Buy. That will show up. Might go up to about 30 quid, but the thing is, you got two weapons, and that is not with any other. The rifle is not with any other figure. The blaster is, obviously, but the rifle isn't. But £23, if you can get one at £23, just buy them all the time. And yeah, they will be going up in value. And I won't tell you why, but they will. Imperial Commander, 19. I like that figure. I don't like that figure. That one comes with Imperial Blaster. Imperial Dignitary, 89 is about right. That's the right price for it. It seems to have gone up in value, but yeah, £90 is about right for that. It depends on the nose rub. Mine has got a right tiny little pinprick in mine, but it's fine for me. Not really that bothered. So if you can find one that's got no nose rub, buy it, especially at £90. It's a necessary evil, put it that way. Imperial Gunner is £235 for that blaster. That is the blaster that I do need. The figure's pretty cool, but it's that blaster. I need two of those. So yeah, the availability is going down, and the value is 111 lifetime, 115 this year. Stormtrooper's 30. He's always popular as the Stormtrooper. It's actually gone up 10 this year. Hoth Stormtrooper, again, you have got another variant. Well, you've got a few variants of that. You've got the unibrow one, which I had an unibrow Snowtrooper on Palatoy card, and I got it for £200, and I sold it for 500. There we go. You learn your lessons, don't you? But yeah, there is obviously you can get it with that rifle. Yeah, it's a right rifle. You can get with that rifle, but you can get the YPS Action Force rifle with that, with the YPS Stormtrooper. The Imperial TIE Fighter Pilot, 25-ish, 24, 27. Doesn't smell of strawberry shortcake anymore, unfortunately. Now, we're not going to talk about a Jawa. You don't want to know about a Jawa, do you? Anybody want to talk about Jawa? Rules, what rules? Who decides what rules are? Personal choices, no rules. Yeah. We don't need rules. No rules on this channel, obviously. Right, so, obviously, there's a big difference between 250. 250, mind you. Where's my money? Take my money for £250. And that is average. £250. They go for £1,000 at least all the time. The valuability rank lifetime 126 out of 129, but this year it is 128 out of 129. Availability is 11. £250 though. I think there should be a 1 there. I think that's a bit wrong. But £47 for the Jawa. These again, I don't know if it's anything to do with Mandalorian or anything like that, but they have gone up from like 25 up to 40. Now they're at 47, and they'll keep shooting up. Availability rank's gone right down because everybody's after them. So you need at least 2, don't you? You can't just have 1. You need 2. So it's gone. The value shot up 10 as well. But the vinyl cape one, obviously, good luck with that. If you can get it for 250, if anybody wants to sell me a vinyl cape Jawa for 250, here's my money. Take my money. Klaatu with the skirt, 1369. That should be higher because that is quite hard to find in a good condition. Klaatu in skiff guard, it's the same figure, but obviously without his skirt on. Yeah, Jabba's Guns. It's funny how he's got a different staff. I don't like that staff at all. But $21.99 for the skiff. I would have thought Klaatu is more valuable, but there we go. Lando General Pilot that looks great. It should be black. I do need that blaster. I need 2 of those blasters. So that's another one I need. Another 2 I need. 205 is about right. Lando in skiff disguise, always been cool because it's one of the first ones with the detachable helmet with Bush, obviously. Lando no teeth, Lando teeth. Big difference there. I didn't realize there was that much of a difference. I have no teeth, I think. I think I do have a POC version with teeth. But that's in the cabinet. But that will be coming on with me. Everything in the cabinet is going to come on with me now. So, yeah, it is quite... Oh, that's jumped. Big difference there. Big difference of opinion there, Jeff. Lobot. No, not you, Lobot. Purple Pope, I wish the figure did... the worst figure they did, just complete the set, bite a lip. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's one of the things you put... It was never played with. So, usually in good condition, apart from that nose rub, which they get in the bubble anyway. Yeah, I mean, they did improve it with the cloth cape, didn't they? So, yeah. It's weird. It's like Yak Face. I don't hate it. It's one of the worst figures, but you've got to have it, and it's very expensive. So, Lobot, it's only £13. Poor Lobot. Yeah, Low Grey, I just don't like that one either. We'll go past that 13. Bespin, Luke, my favourite figure, and we do have 3 of them. We have 3 of them. So we've got brown hair, is at 63. Orange hair, Ginger, is 89. And yellow hair is at 47. These obviously don't include different Factory's different. I have a Lily Ledy one, I have a POC one, and I have a Palatoy one. I've got about 6, 7. You've probably seen the video, but yeah, yellow hair is just bog standard. Still 47 because of the weapons, because of that lightsaber. That lightsaber's pretty expensive. I mean, you probably can be paying something like that just for the lightsaber. That's why I've only got one. I do need a Bespin blaster for my Lily Ledy. Lily Ledy, yeah. Lily Ledy Bespin Luke comes with the Bespin blaster, not the DL44. So the orange is 89 and the brown is 63. Luke Hoth 16. Luke Stormtrooper 227 because he's the last 17. Luke Jedi Blue Saber and Luke Jedi Green Saber. I do have both, but you've got Snap Cape and Sewn Cape as well. So it's actually 4 different. I think it works out about 4, does it? I don't know. Might be more. Blue Saber availability rank 13. Wow. So my Snap Cape is with my Green Saber because that's what I did get. I got the Snap Cape with the Green Saber. So the Sewn Cape is with my Blue Saber. You can mix and match them if you want. Luke X-Wing 22. Luke Battle Poncho 166. Another last 17. Yes, I don't need that blaster. That's the money's just for that blaster. His helmet doesn't come off, unfortunately. Luke brown hair. Luke, I'm not going to call him fanboy. It's just Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker brown hair. I do have that 70. DT Saber I don't have 650. I'd pay about 400. I would have thought if I was getting one of those. I would love one. That is probably my most wanted vintage thing right now. Is a DT Saber Luke. Or just a Saber. That would be nice. Got orange hair, which yeah. You probably find a DT Saber one before you find orange hair one. So DT Sabers, none available this year. Nobody's bought one this year or sold one this year. Availability rank lifetime is 18. So yeah, they are pretty hard to find. But the orange hair availability 4th. Yeah, it's hard to find. I've never seen one. I've never seen orange hair. Look. Yellow hair, normal yellow hair is 90. Still 90 due to the lightsaber there. I do have an extremely mint yellow hair Luke. Extremely mint. He just doesn't have his lightsaber. My lightsaber is with my brown hair Luke. Lumat 17, 107. 9 Num 16, Nikto 22, Paplu 72, and others last 17. Power Droid 18, Gonk, love Gonk. Princess Leia, Organa, due to the, I mean, you can be paying £90 for the blaster, so if you can get one complete for £90, buy it. Bespin gown Leia, yeah, there's a couple. There's more than 2, but we'll say there's 2. Gonk. Technically, it's last 15. 2 extra. Yeah, I know, but it's classed as last 17. Yeah, we class it as last 17. I think it's America that I don't know which way round it is, but it's always been the last 17, so we'll call it 17. So yeah, we got the painted neck and the naked neck. I have got the painted one. I've just bought another painted one because the face is totally different. The face sculpts, there's so many different face sculpts on these. I'm looking at a ginger one as well. There's a ginger Bespin Leia, which I'm looking for. It's not on here, unfortunately. They've just gone for. I mean, they could be. You could go on forever. They're endless with the variants. But that is probably the next video I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get a few of those and just see what I've got. We've got the Bouche. It's 28. I've got a Hoth 63. I've seen those go a lot higher than that. The blaster goes for that. You know what I mean? I've seen that blaster for £60. Princess Leia Organa in combat. I think Hoth Leia's my favourite one of Leia's, but I do like I like it when she's got a poncho, but when she's got the thing on, it's nah. So 84, because you've got the helmet, you've got the blaster. The blaster is the tiny little Endor pilot blaster. The blue one though, there's a few. I need 2 of those, but black. I think I do have a spare one that's blue, and the belt. You got to get the correct belt as well, because Luke has a belt and Leia has a belt. There's 2 notches on one, and I think it's 2 notches on one, 3 notches on the other. Prone face, £31. Never holds that bloody rifle. Useless anyway. R5D4. Oh, look, a red bar R5D4. So I do have both those now. We're looking at 113 for a red bar. Availability rank 4th in 2023. And I've just gone, hey! And valuable. Look how much it's gone up since I did a video on it. So normally it's just you're paying more for a good one. You pay more. This is like the average of rubbish ones. It's the level goes up and down. You can actually do your own portfolio on this app. You can put in what you've collected, so you know what you've got and what you need. But you can grade them. You don't need a grader. You can grade them yourself, and it'll change the value on that. And you can get a valuation. I think my collection was up to 8,000 on the value. So the red bar, 113. I did pay £133 for it with the Millennium Falcon and the Chewie and the Han. That Falcon looks pretty good now. I've glued the leg. So yeah, that's gone on eBay if anybody wants a Millennium Falcon. Cheap. I've got like 10 watches on it already. Rancor Keeper is 29. Rebel Commander is 13. Rebel Commando is 20. Rebel Soldiers 12. Reuse, we don't talk about him, 1350. Romba 118. Tusken Raider is another interesting one. Hey Chris, I want to see a comic layer figure. Yeah, that's what they do with them on VC. I said 17 people. No, probably near what you mean. Yeah. They don't matter. They're horrible when you say it out loud. Okay. I've always said last 17. So yeah, the Tusken Raider holotubes. That's another variant I'm looking for. You can see it's quite hard to find, and it's quite valuable. It's probably, I'm saying, I was going to say without looking at the prices, it's probably it's worth more. It's about £100 more than the normal one, but for that, it's a bit more. So £240 more. It's probably not. I don't know if it's become something people know about, and that's why it's gone up in value. The lifetime valuable rank is 112 though, but I've seen them go for about 140. Obviously, it depends on, it's got the staff and it's got the cloak, but you're not really bothered once you got the figure with the holotubes. You know, that is the first thing. And when I say a job lot, I look at a lot of figures. That is the first thing I always look at. Holotubes. That is the first thing. I look for the holotubes and I look for the red bar. So the normal one's £33. So it's still quite high. And it's the first 12 anyway. So the 3PO, first 12 3PO is 14. Removable limbs is 20. Red Snag is 24. Squid Head's 27. T-Bow 23. Now, Purple Smock, Blue Smock. Is that a variant? There's a big argument to say that it's sun damage. A lot of people say sun damage. A lot of people think it's a variant. That does look like it's sun damage to me, but there are a lot. I think there's a lot more purple ones, especially in this country. There's a lot more purple ones than blue ones. The blue one's quite hard to find, but the purple one isn't. I have got the purple one, and I don't know. I'm not going to go one way or the other. Is it sun damage? Is it not? I don't know. It'd be interesting to get hold of one of those blue smokes, put it in the sun, and see if it goes purple. That'd be an experiment to do. If anybody want to do that, so yeah, I'm gonna go look for a blue smoke Ugnaught, and we'll do that. Not much difference in it, because the purple one's supposed to be the variant, but that's up to you to decide. I'm not gonna wave in on that argument. Walrus Man's 14. Warwick, I do need that bow. If anybody's got that bow, please let me know. 182, it's gone down a bit. He says it's gone up, but usually about £200. These are off the top of my head. I mean, that says differently, but I know I go out there looking for them. I'm going to have to buy the whole thing complete, I know, just to get that bow, because that bow goes for £200 by itself. So I might as well buy it all complete, get the bow, sell the rest of the figure, get at least 100, 120 for the figure, and keep the bow, and have the bow then, and not worry about it. Weequay is one of the most common Jedi figures, £11. Wicket's gone up. Wicket's gone up quite a lot there. He has gone up. Availability right's gone down as well. Don't know what that's due to. Rackface, he's at 391. No, he's not. He's £220. That's all I need to pay for a yak face. I'm going against these these values there. So yeah, it's don't pay that much for a good one. These are not graded, by the way. These are just low. So I mean, that you probably pay that for that a graded yak face. But so we got Yoda, brown snake, green snake, and orange snake. I don't believe in the green snake. It's orange snake and brown snake for me. Again, I think that's just deterioration of the plastic, sun damage, whatever you want to call it. There's not a lot of difference in it, but yes, Yoda is the one that's gone up the most, I think. The orange, I'm looking for an orange snake because I don't have an orange snake. I have the brown snake, but the brown snake Yoda has gone up so much. Though it's averaging about 160. This says 106, but I think it was something like that anyway. 155, I think it was. So I was looking at it, and it's probably one of the figures that's gone up the most recently. I don't know why. I don't know. Trying to get that complete is quite a bit of a nightmare as well, because you've got the cloak, you've got the belt, snake, the staff itself is a nightmare to get. Absolute nightmare. So yeah, 106, 103, and 56, which is basically, it's not the same Yoda. It's not, you should have different Yodas. It's different. Again, that's something I could be doing a video on, but I'm not going to be buying a lot of different Yodas. But yeah, you just get an orange snake one, and buy if you want a brown snake, just buy a brown snake. I don't see the difference. All it is a snake. It's not really, but you're not really that bothered, are you? Zuckus is $18.99. The Droids R2, 447. Yes, I would love a Droids R2. I nearly have all the R2s. I need the Droid Factory R2 and the Droids R2. And obviously the Glasslight R2, blah, blah, blah. Jantosh, we'll quickly go through the Droids figures. Droids, I don't think Vlix is on here. Uncle Gundy. Oh, he is. There's no Ewoks. It's just Droids. I don't know. So yeah, that is the most expensive production figure that you'll get. No, none available. its #1 lifetime is 1,600, and if you can find one of those, and you've got £2,000 to spend, just get it, because that is the most. It's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible. But there we go. There we go. Is any questions before we go? Done a bit longer than I thought we were going to be, but pass on the retro Tusk. I look faded and the hands look yellow. Best experiment will be to see if they fade while in packaging. Well, they do, obviously. I apologize for the comment about the last 17 it came because there's elitist and smug. No, mate, it's your opinion. I get shit all the time for being elitist. Me, elitist. Whatever. I just see the point, right? Talking about repro, I just see the point that I want to get the original thing. I can go out and buy lots of repro. I need those 4 blasters and that bow. I could go and buy them, repro. But what's the point? I'm a collector. I love the thrill of the chase. It's like the R5. You know what I mean? Yes, I've got the only thing I do have is the vinyl Cape Jawa. I have a standstill of vinyl Cape Jawa, and that is all I have repro, because I know even if I did find, if I found for 250, yeah, that'd be straight in there. I'm not willing, or I cannot justify paying £1,000 for a little Jawa figure. Now, if I could find one for 250, then yes, I'd probably buy it. But I think the limit for me, the line that I draw at, I will not get a Stand So Low blue snaggletooth, because I can probably get a blue snaggletooth maybe for £200-300. I know it sounds a lot, but how much is Stand So Low? About £50. I'd rather save that and put it towards a real one, if you know what I mean. But that's me. I'm not saying don't. I don't want to influence anybody. I'm not an influencer. I will never call myself an influencer. I'm a toy historian, apparently, according to Celebration. But no, don't worry. You can say whatever you want on here, mate. You know that. So I don't care. I don't collect modern. I don't care, mate. It's all vintage for me. Bless you, Dave. Yeah, I'm not bothered. Not bothered about modern. I will buy modern if it's on sale, or it's something like the Dr. Afra. I could have had the Dr. Afra for £35. The only reason I stopped collecting Black Series in the first place is because I could not get Dr. Afra. So the new Dr. Afra's come out. I will buy it if I see it, but I'm not going to buy it for more than it should be. And if it's £28, I probably still won't buy it. And if it's not reduced and I don't get it, then fair enough. But I'll buy the layers, but I will not pay £28 for them. I waited on the Ewok Village layer until it went down to £15. I did wait on the comic book layer so it went down to £15. I put it in my basket, but somebody bought it for Christmas for me. Still, Rose have bought it for Christmas for me, so I'm lucky there. So I do get the layers, but I will not buy them straight away. I will buy them when they're reduced. I will buy figures, modern figures, when they're reduced. I just got the He Who Remains, but I got that for £11.99. Go to Game. If you like your modern, go to Game. They're selling modern Marvel Legends, Black Series, TVC, all cheap. I think that's why Smiths have stopped selling Star Wars. Game Entertainer, I started selling stuff as well. Check them. Keep checking. Game. Just keep checking. You can get them online. I went to Blackpool and they had everything on the shelf, and I thought, well, what's the point in me buying that and having to carry it home? I will get it online. I'll buy it online, get it sent. Entertainer, Smiths, and Game do deliver as well. So check those websites. I mean, Toys R Us are supposed to be back in the market as well. I'm not really looked into that because the Toys R Us old website was absolutely crap. I will check it out. Actually, I will check Toys R Us website out, see how it is. Does anybody know of any that's opened up in WH Smith? They're supposed to be opening up in WH Smiths this year sometime. So anybody know any that's been in? I will go to one. I'm hoping that there's one in Leeds or somewhere like that, and see. I'm hoping it might be at White Rose. That'd be pretty cool. So it'd be nice to go into Toys R Us again, but you know the prices. Their website was horrendous. Smith's website's not too bad, but they don't have much in there. They stopped selling a lot of Star Wars stuff again, like they did a few years ago. They got bitten in the ass and they stopped selling. Now, is it because games getting them cheap, selling them cheap, that Smiths has stopped selling them? People are just selling them on discount now. He's killing the independent shops as well. But there we go. There's me on a bit of a tangent there. No need to apologise. No need to apologise. Did Yoda with Saber? No, he didn't have a Saber in Vintage. Suckers. No, Fallen. No, Suckers. It's actually released the Ugnaught in the purple smoke as well as the blue. Yeah, that's it. It's a big argument. I'm not going to enter into that. I don't want to get into that because I kind of had a theory and I thought, no, it's not. And then I keep flip flopping. Actually, I don't know. I don't think it's sun fading. But we'll have to do that experiment. Anybody got a blue smoke? Anybody can answer that. That would be brilliant. I would love to know that. Really cool. Got some idea now. Oh, right. So you got an idea that not to do it. The thing is, these are average prices. Don't worry about it. You just be patient with it. You know, you're a collector yourself. You know how to collect. Just be really patient with it. Get out there, find them, research it, look it up, get a book. I tell you what, there's so many books out there. The one I use, it doesn't do values, but it's really good. Steve Sansweet, The Action Figure Archive. That's really good. The good thing with about vintage, tell you, I use the other one as well. I use that kind of much all the time. They did have the values, but they were from 2005. But it gave you an idea of. I'll get it for you. See, I put my bookcase over there now. That one. But it gives you all the values, all the carded values, all the loose for 2005. I mean, they're wrong, but it gives you an idea, and then just research on that. And then when you're going out and you see one, you think that's not right, and you just haggle down and say, "Look, it's worth this." Or get the tracker. That'd help. You go to the shopkeeper, say, "Well, it says this. This is the average price at the moment. Your prices are too high." You don't answer my phone. It's there. I can answer it when I'm using it. Eh? Some bloody scalpers. Thank you, Steve. Yes. Yeah. Serious stream, and then we get gate crashes. I'm going off TV Senior. I'm going to get the retro collection. Yeah, the retro collection is pretty good. That's a good way of getting carded vintage figures, I suppose. I did get the first 3 waves, and then I got the Mandalorian wave, and I thought, this isn't vintage. So I stopped. That book is absolutely brilliant. I did find another one for 99p, and I give it away. I forgot who got it now. I gave it away on one of my giveaways, and Rosa says, "Oh, I wanted that." They're trying to find this for 99p again. It goes for like 20 quid. This it's absolutely brilliant. I've had this since what 2016. It's really good. I should do one myself. But it's getting the pictures and it's getting the images. Right, I'm gonna go before everything takes over. Right, so there we go. You can use that. We can do it again in a while, and then we'll see. I just shut that down. That's probably why the camera's gone bad. We can see how things have changed. So yes, I will. I might be doing some of my Lego build in a bit, and I will be back at 7 o'clock with the Knight Rider. So cheers, mate. I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. And may Jacob be with you.
Jacob, wait till me get the rope. Jacob, where you go? Jacob!